just sent somebody a picture of it was like a sober liver versus alcohol liver, and it was like all fatty and like pimply looking. It's disgusting. I was like, ooh.
I think it's illegal too. There's so much shit that's healthy.
It's poison. It's literally pickleizing your organs. Hey everyone, we're back at it again with another great week. Let's see what we're going to talk about today.
Yeah.
You know, I like we say all the time, we just really wing it. We kind of piggyback off the last episode and pick up where we left off sometimes, add in a few things, especially over the course of a week on social media platforms. We'll see some obnoxious things and like, we need to talk about this. So let's just see what we have today.
Yeah, just to add on.
We're not matching this time.
No, but I do better in life when I wing it. So
yeah. Yeah, we're not matching today, but we'll be matching maybe the next one. I don't know. This time we'll call each other. Yeah. This time I'll call him. I usually just text him and be like, report for recording at this time. That's pretty much how our conversation goes.
I just show up on time, which is not a thing of, me. I'm late for everything.
You be on CPT?
Oh my God, I'm late for everything.
I'm gonna be late to my own funeral.
Exactly. You tell me to be here.
I died. Shit.
You gotta tell me. You gotta
not
tell
bad.
me.
Give me 10 minutes, bro. Not bad.
You gotta tell me a half hour. Like, if I gotta be here at 10, tell me at 9:30. Be here at 9:30, so I show up at 10.
Mm-hmm. Nah, actually, I'll tell him 10 o'clock, and he shows here at 10 o'clock. I'm not ready until like 10:30, but
cordial.
Maybe that's what I'm doing right.
Cordial.
All right, so there's so much that I'm telling you. Our inbox be going a little bananas sometimes. So I think I want to talk about ageism. That was my last post that I did on Facebook, and I was talking about ageism, and I was piggybacking off of the previous post from that, talking about how like young men tend to go for older women, and then I was like, we need answers. I need to understand why. And then I was wondering, like, is it because, like, is there mommy issues? Is it because, like, them young girls ain't it? I need answers. I know you got some
young girls are not it. I see a lot of podcasts where they, like, go for a girl who's 19, 20, 21. What the fuck are we going to talk about? I am, like, 12 years older than you. What are we going to talk about? The shit I have to say, you ain't even born. So it's like, what are we going to talk about?
But you've never even seen the original version of Scooby-Doo.
Like, bitch,
the original version of Scooby.
Like you're over here telling me Space Jam was with LeBron James. I want to flip the fucking table over. Like, what?
No.
Like, what?
I'd lose my shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking about? Like, listen, a 30-year-old woman, let me tell you something. She will take your soul away. Because they still look good, but they're experienced. They know what men like. They know what men like. That's why you see 22, 23-year-old men going for girls when they see a girl in their 30s, 33 years old. They look good because they're still at that age where they still look young, but they just know what to do.
That's literally like the age range I'm getting. So I'm 31 now. I'll be 32 in November, and I'm getting these 22-year-olds, 24-year-olds, 26-year-olds. I'm like, bruh, you're closer to my little sister's age. Like, I just.
Easier to talk to. They're more understanding because they've experienced life. You can't have a conversation with a 21-year-old girl who don't know shit. She don't know what ass from her elbow. What the fuck? What are you gonna tell me?
There's a layer of comfort I think younger men find.
Yeah.
In an older woman because.
But isn't that kind of piggybacking off the idea of a mom?
Yeah, but I think something humans often try to deny is you're gonna look for the features you saw in your parents.
Yeah, it's like women. They say a lot of women. If you had a positive role model in your father, a lot of women look for men who have their father qualities.
You might not see it, and he might to you. He's a completely different person, but to outside people, they'll look at that and then look at your father and go, "That makes sense."
Yeah, that's why.
Like.
Maybe that's why I like direct. I'm gonna say asshole for lack of a better term. My dad's not like an asshole, but my dad says things sometimes, and like people be like, "Are you serious?" And he'll be like, I said what I said.
And now because of that, I bet you have pretty thick skin when it comes to your
Oh,
relationships.
absolutely.
Like the nigga will say some shit at you,
Yeah.
and you're just like,
And I'm like, you'll be all right.
yeah, like I'm used to that.
That's why I'm-
But then it's like, do I tolerate abuse? Verbal abuse, psychological abuse, or how everybody likes to
because
label
it's
everything.
It's not
I don't think anybody
abuse.
should.
It's not abuse if it's
Ball-busting.
not even ball busting. It's not well, yeah, because it's not. I was gonna say it's not abuse if it's not a factor.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Because I like
If
to
you're
joke
not
around. I like fucking
emotionally,
with people.
if it's not emotionally scarring you, if it in turn is just giving you a layer of thicker skin to words, it's not the worst. It's different if your father was waking up every day going, Jay, you ain't never gonna be shit. That's different.
Yeah, no, that's
But if
different.
you draw an ugly ass picture and you show it to your father, your father say, hey, that ain't the best picture.
Yeah.
He's harsh, but he's just honest.
Yeah.
So therefore, if you get older and you're in a relationship
Yo,
and you ask somebody.
Sorry, sidebar. No bullshit. Whatever the fuck you have on your leg that is like a keychain or some shit
Where,
is swung.
Oh no, that's the
No,
wire from
no, on the side. Look at your side.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yes. It swung, and I thought something was like, I was like, whoa, whoa there.
Nah, just make you.
Whoa.
I'm like, there's no way we don't. No, there's no way.
But yeah, that's what I think. I don't know if it's really like a motherly instinct. Like me, I like women around my age. You know what I'm saying? I like early 30s. That's what I like because.
But I'm saying, like, all right, so we're gonna go with 19 or no, matter of fact, not 19. We're gonna go for 21-year-old aunt.
21-year-old me. If I can find a 30-year-old that look good, I'm in it.
I think I have a way to look at it. I'm not saying this is how I looked at it. I'm saying this is a way to look at it. As a young man, you have responsibility to the world you might not be ready for.
Mm-hmm.
Your only good quality might be I have this young dick that I can just sling.
Mm-hmm.
You find comfort in, if I can satisfy an older woman, she might be able to relieve some of these other. I think instinctually that comes with it. You're like, if I start to fail at the world, I can at least fuck the shit out of
It's
this
always
older
been a thing.
woman.
It's always
and
been a
she'll
thing.
help me out. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
It's always been a thing. It's nothing new.
Yeah, it's
look
nothing
at,
new.
Look at Juice. That movie was 30 years ago. He was fucking an older lady. She had a husband.
that's a thing. Miss Parker.
Yeah.
Hey, Miss
It's always been a
Parker.
thing.
It's
It's always been a thing.
Yeah, you always wanted.
Even when I was young.
It's conquest. It's
I
conquest.
guess
for young
I guess
men.
like it like really where my mind goes, and maybe it's because part of my childhood, my mom dated younger guys. She was like, Stacy's mom has got it going
shit.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
So
was
it was Jocelyn's mom has got it
It's always
going
been a
on.
thing.
So I guess for me it was really like I always looked at it like, does the younger dude that gets with the older women actually think long term with her and
can be-
actually settle with her?
Ashton Kutcher did.
He can not manipulate it. I don't want to say manipulate it. He can be confused into thinking there is a long term because of the quality that probably naturally come from an older woman.
Yeah.
She might be way more nurturing and
Oh,
caring.
she's definitely feeding you. That's for sure. She's
doing-
definitely feeding the fuck
she's
out of
doing
you.
all those little extra one-up things
That's
that
how you put on sometimes.
Yeah.
that
That's
the women,
exactly why.
that the girls his age aren't doing.
Yeah.
So it's very easy to be like, this is it. I found it. And then when the inevitable comes and that older woman got to break your little heart.
Wait, but that's the thing. I don't think it's always the older woman that's breaking the young man's heart. I
Most
think
of the time it is.
Is
I
it?
don't care what you say. If you are 10 plus years someone senior, you're in control of that situation.
Look at Mariah Carey
You
and Nick
know
Cannon.
way more. You
she
know,
left him.
an older woman knows way more in advance what she's getting herself into and how to get out of it. When she looks at a young dude, then that young dude knows because he ain't been through shit yet. You get what I mean?
He ain't experienced
So from
life.
start to finish, she's in control. Even if she turns it and makes it somehow that he's the one that wants out, she maneuvered that because he's not smart enough to do it yet.
So then it puts me in the mind space to question, right? So a young 20-year-old trying to go for a 30-year-old or a mid 30-year-old, okay, that's one category, or like, something that you'll see very commonly. Then there's the late 20-year-olds or early 30-year-olds that will go for the 40-year-olds. Isn't that questionable?
How so?
in the aspect
It's
of
the same
the
profession.
intention of long term.
we're
Because
talking
if the
about-
young man wants a long term relationship and he's dealing with an older woman, and he say if he's almost approaching his 30s and she's in her early 40s, isn't that a problem?
He's gonna have to deal with the fact that probably in about 5 years she ain't gonna look that good.
That's what I was thinking too.
She gonna look like you might have to put her in a nursing home in a couple of years.
Oh my god.
Like
Y'all stop that.
you ain't got to doesn't just like, keep it 100 with you, bro. Like Dave Chappelle said, there's no such thing as good 40-year-old pussy. Like there's no such thing.
He said that?
Yeah, they know. He said there's no such thing as good 36-year-old pussy. But if 36-year-old pussy ain't good, I can't imagine 40-year-old pussy being any better.
Wait, hold on. Why does something happen with when we?
I don't know.
Don't scare me.
I don't know.
'cause-
I haven't fucked 36-year-old yet. I can't really tell you.
Wait, didn't you have a situation with a 37-year-old?
No, she was like 34.
Oh.
She was like,
So she was under the threshold. Damn it.
I was young too. I was like 20.
I'm just reminiscing.
This one's real.
But I'll tell you though, like
I'll tell y'all off camera.
the older women, the head game is probably strong as fuck. It's probably why they're able to keep a nigga. But the pussy game is probably like,
But what makes it like, ugh?
what the pussy game? I don't know. It probably dries up.
It's not even that. It's I don't know what it is, but it's like if I had.
Because
to
not for
guess-
nothing, you know what's a common thing I'm hearing even with the young ones? They're musty.
The older women.
No, I'm hearing
Younger women?
complaints of men with the younger women that.
Oh
they're-
my God,
Oh
that
no,
pH
young
balance
women,
is
no,
all
no,
fucked
your
up.
pussy smells like Hennessy and fucking.
Cause
and
all they do
Whataburger.
is have fucking crab boils. What the fuck you
Not
think it's gonna
Whataburger.
smell like?
Yeah,
It's all they
crab
do is
I like
have
boils.
sissy
Whataburger.
boils.
Your diet consists of crab boils, fucking
Weed.
hookah, Henny,
weed,
like,
and Don Julio. What the fuck you think it was
your
gonna
pH
smell
is
like?
all fucked up, Sean.
I ain't seen you. I've been with you for 2 years. I ain't seen you eat a fruit a day in your life. What the fuck you think it was gonna smell like?
I give you water.
And
You
on
put
top of
Crystal
that, and
Light
on top of
Packs.
that, and on,
He said I give you water.
and
You
on
put
top of
crystal
that,
pack.
they take that birth control and makes them look like fucking Ray Lewis.
Not Ray Lewis.
Like what the fucking big ass fucking linebackers, you know, the birth control they're taking. Like and then it fucks up their pH. That fucks up their pH balance too. It's like what the fuck? I'm at like the. It's like I pull your pants down, all it smells like landfill.
Younger women, younger and younger, because of the way things get pushed, it's less about taking care of yourself and getting someone else to take care of you. With an older woman, values taking care of herself a little bit more.
Self care.
What I was
Gotten
told-
out of
big thing
that
for
phase
them.
of worrying about what the hell she's doing for everybody else, and it's I need to work on me.
What I was told by one of my clients, he was saying that, and I do have these conversations with my clients. I like to get a consensus because I want to understand and I want perspective. Everybody has a unique approach to their own perspective. So don't act, matter of fact, we'll get into that in a second. But so one of my clients was saying that the older woman will come to you with a washcloth after being done, nice warm washcloth, and wash you off, whereas the younger woman don't even go use the bathroom right after, and she just lays.
Yeah, you can't even fucking wipe the ass correct. Fucking
That's
panties,
that's a real thing.
panties got doo-doo stains and shit. It's like, bro, wash your ass. They can't even do that. They can't even do that right. You can't even wash your ass right.
I'm sorry, for me, like anytime I go to
Like,
anyone's
but
house, the
here's the
first thing I
thing.
want to do is use your bathroom because I need to see how clean is your bathroom. Because to me, the bathrooms don't lie. If your bathroom's dirty, you're dirty.
But here's the thing. What do you consider an older woman?
Well, and I was about to just ask that. So, what is the peak ages?
I would say anything 10 years you're a senior.
So, to anything 10 years your senior is an
Should
older
be
woman.
considered- anything a decade or higher, that should be because you're from a different generation.
Yeah.
So, I always say anything above 5 to 6 years, because that 5-year mark is the buffer between generations.
I guess it's the buffer, but then at that point, I feel like
Like to be in an actual relationship with, like to actually be possibly husband, wife, and all that. I think that 5-year mark, 6 years are absolute pushing, but that 5-year mark, that buffer is like the most ideal.
okay.
Because how I look at it, for example, you have someone born in 1990, right? I'm either gonna date someone
That was a
or
great year.
like marry some. Yeah, 90 was a great year.
Great year.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
the goats,
Yeah.
baby. That was
Yeah.
great. Goats, baby.
So you're born 1990. I'm either gonna date someone that is between 85 and 95. You get what I'm saying?
I get you.
So there is that technically 10-year gap
Yeah.
between the two, but I'm only going 5-year less or 5-year above.
Okay.
Because to me, it's like, for example, and platonically speaking, I'm not saying this is someone I like, would date, have dated, whatever. I'm not saying that. But, for example, one of the male friends that I'm closest to, he's 94 and I'm 1990. And our conversations are seamless. Like, we have I forget that he's 4 years younger than me. And it's because we have so much in common. Like, for example, and I was talking about, like, pushing buttons. And I'm like, ooh, what does this button do? And then he comes, stop it, DD. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, he already picked up where I was going. Like, you know what I'm saying? Whereas if I'm dating someone from 2000s, they might know what Dexter's Laboratory is, but...
because their parents didn't pay for Boomerang, so they didn't have...
Nah.
Oh,
yeah, if you're born in if they was born in anything 2000 and up, it's just like, oh my god.
But that's what I'm saying. And then, like, people that were born in the early 80s or, like, before 85, they're probably not going to know what the fuck Dexter's Laboratory is anyways because, shit, they didn't watch it either. They were too busy being outside doing shit, Mm-hmm. So I always say, like, that 5 years, like that
yeah, and
nice
they start
buffer.
bringing up shit I ain't never heard of, like, where's such a Waverly Place and shit. Like, what the fuck is that? Like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, that wasn't me, man. That wasn't my thing. I was watching all that. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah, word. In a whole different time zone.
Yo,
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
We really did have some.
I know
shows.
Nickelodeon when Nickelodeon was black. I don't know what the fuck it is now.
90s was goated.
Yeah, no, that was like the golden years. I don't care what anyone says. People can say whatever they want. Oh, the 80s was it?
Bro, every genre of music peaked in the 90s. Rock, country, hip hop.
Let me tell you something. This is the 90s. This is the 90s in just a nutshell. My idol used to show up on Monday Night Raw every fucking Monday, drink a couple beers and beat up his boss. That was my fucking idol. That is the 90s in a nutshell.
He got to beat his boss up weekly, bro. How many niggas be at work?
Beers after.
How many niggas be at work like, yo, I swear
Who's
to God,
that?
bro.
Stone Cold.
I was about to say
Stone
Steve
Cold.
Austin.
Cold, baby.
That's what I'm saying. Like that was my fucking idol. Every Monday I watched.
I don't know what he's doing now.
Fucking being Stone Cold.
Yeah, he's still Stone Cold. He got a beer now. He got a podcast.
That's what the fuck
that's
he's doing.
right.
But that was my idol. You know what I'm saying? That's the 90s in a nutshell.
Uh-huh.
I'm 10 years old. I'm fucking 8, 9 years old watching South Park and shit. Like,
Oh my God, South Park.
like what?
Bro,
Like,
I remember how old I was when I first seen the South Park movie, bro. My uncle had like snuck it in and like let me watch
so
it.
how much saying the devil? Like
Bro,
what?
I was
like what?
Yo,
Yeah, that was crazy.
that warped my brain as a kid because I found a whole bunch of different shit funny from then on. And I was like, other kids that didn't watch that movie.
You know
didn't
what?
get it.
Now that I'm thinking about it, I feel like anyone that was born in the 90s, like really, preferably, well, like, I'm a narrow it to like 90 to 95.
Yeah.
I genuinely think we all have a morbid sense of humor, and
It's
I
disgusting how desensitized our generation
yeah,
is.
like
bro.
when I'm really thinking about it, and then all of a sudden, like, after us, they're just super sensitive.
Yeah.
Like we lost the touch of sensitivity. It's like it's crazy now when you think about it. Now that how this is my brain working, it's like the 80s was sexual. The 90s we were morbid, and then now we're
immature.
fucking sensitive as fuck.
You gotta think our generation, how immature our generation is, just because of the shit we grew up on.
Our generation, and I thought about this the other day. Our generation is in a sticky spot because we were the curve of change, but we were also the most aware generation.
We were the
so
first
we looked at
like AOL users. Like,
no. I think we looked at how fucked up the world is as a generation. Then we looked at the last generation and said, yo, y'all fucked this up too much. We can't do anything.
Yeah.
Like, so it was kind of like a lot of 90s kids, you see them
Like
in
a
a shell
fuck
of me and
Listen.
whatever. I'm gonna do what I want because y'all already fucked this up. We can't do shit. These new niggas is dumb as hell.
Go back to the 90s sitcoms, movies, whatever. Every like main person that you've watched, they've all had a fucking attitude.
Yeah.
We grew up with that fucking attitude.
Yeah.
We grew up, I don't want to fucking
Wait,
work.
but then in a way that affected relationships if you think about
they
it,
all have fucking
because
attitudes.
a lot of us are not. Well,
if you have a strong
I would say like. So all right. I know I talked about this before, but like, the single motherhood rate, it was in the 80s, if I'm not mistaken, it was at like. I'm gonna butcher it, so you guys could absolutely correct me on this in the comments. Knock yourselves out. I'm gonna butcher this, but I'm just gonna go with like and exaggerating, but I'm thinking it was like 65% or close to 70%. And then like come the 90s, that's where it like boomed to like 80%. And then now we're just at a whopping like 90%. Like
What, single mothers? Ain't nobody married no more.
like 3 out of 4 women
love,
become single moms.
You know why? Because from the 70s to the 90s, love was packaged, marketed, and sold.
Yeah.
Love was packaged, marketed, and sold.
Hold on.
So it was more around. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Nowadays, that's not what's packaged. We literally, if you look at 90s kids, if you look at our generation of music,
It's all single ladies.
We literally went from, listen to our timeline. I'm going to go 90, 2000, and then current, right? We literally went from, it's been an hour since you've been gone. That's too long, so come back home. We went from niggas crying in the desert because you left an hour ago, right? To, it's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. To nowadays, it's like, fuck that bitch, I don't give a shit.
And then there's also that real ass bitch give a fuck about a nigga.
Ain't loyal. Like, it just,
I ain't
the
seen,
evolution of fucking
I'll
is
tell you right
insane,
now, it's been
bro.
about, I'd probably say about almost 20 years since I seen a nigga crying in the rain in a music video.
Facts.
Oh my
Last
god.
person I seen crying in the rain was Marion because his brother left him. That was the last person I seen
What?
crying in the
I
rain.
ain't seen a nigga crying in the rain for a girl yet.
Like,
I ain't seen no Keith Sweat begging for pussy. I ain't seen nothing. I ain't seen none of that shit
niggas
yet.
is definitely. But so it goes back to the conversation of the fact that the majority of the reason why men are not looking for marriages and things of that nature is because the way that they see it is like the hookup culture. Pussy is free and it's everywhere. So why should they even have to do anything more than the last nigga if the last nigga was able to get it too? Because, so, I like to watch Kendra G live. I don't know if you guys ever heard of it. And O'Shea Duke Jackson. Have you ever heard of him?
No.
Alright, so... Alright, so O'Shea Duke Jackson will do, like, reactions for fair use content on Kendra G Live's episodes and stuff. And there be women that's, like, in their late 30s, early 40s, and beyond that go there looking for, like, to basically... she'll ask you, like, you know, age, name, where you're from, birthday, zodiac sign, how many kids you have if you have any, why aren't you with your baby daddies, or baby daddy if you're not there, have you ever been married, what kind of man are you looking for, why would a man be lucky to have you, and
You can't answer that shit, I bet.
the answers be interesting, because she asked both men and women, so men and women call into the show, but where I was getting at was, a lot of these women will go on there and they'll be like, well, I'm celibate. And I'm not looking to have sex.
4 kids later.
Right, and I'm not looking to have sex, you know, until I get married.
You're preserving the end.
What are you preserving? That's what I'm saying. I hate girls like that. I'm celibate. Like, I know 8 niggas who fucked you last week. What do you mean you're celibate? Like...
The streets is wild. I'm so glad I'm off the streets.
That's what I'm saying,
But
bro.
this is why the dating pool is like...
It's a cesspool. I'll tell you right, I've been single for 3 years. That is a long time. For most people, 3 years is a long time. Especially people that like have that weird relationship fetish. You got a new relationship every fucking week and it's like, it's weird. But I've been single for 3 years. I can tell you right now, there is nothing. There is absolutely nothing out there. There's nothing. It's just nothing but a bunch of fucking delusional women who, when you start to get to know them, you understand why they're single. Because it's like, god damn, like,
that's another...
you suck.
That's another question she'll ask them. Why do you think you're single?
They'll never tell you why. They'll never say why they're really single. Because they don't even know why they're really single. They look
But do they not? You don't...
They know.
Do you...
They know.
I was about to say, like, do you really think that people don't know why?
This is what they do. They
I
take,
don't know why I'm single. Cut to a flashback. She done.
just like I seen a segment.
Burned his Jordans. Like
I seen a segment one time where a girl was like, my man broke up with me because he said I was cheating. Were you cheating? No, I was faithful. So why did he leave you? Because he see me talking to somebody on Instagram. Like, what? Like, did you just fucking say that? Like, now we know why. Now we know why he broke up with you. Like,
break up with you for no reason.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I just didn't wake up one day and want to break up with my girlfriend.
How anyone feels about his reasoning, if that was a established thing in your relationship and you crossed that line, then it was in his right to leave.
Yeah.
You knew what you
did. I hate that. I hate that so much. It's like, why am I single? Because he takes 3 looks in the mirror. Girl, I look good. There's no reason why I should be single. But it's like...
No, or you scroll on Instagram and see a bunch of chicks with likes and you know you look like that girl, then why work on yourself?
Oh, that's another thing too, because like, all right, I know the last time Maggie was in the background, we talked about how social media, we've touched on that even on the last episode too, about like social media not being real. And like a conversation that was brought to my attention with one of the males that I know or whatever, one of my clients, and he was saying that his girl be tweaking about social media, and I had to explain to him that a lot of women carry the logic that men who like photos want them.
Yeah. It's like weird. Like, I think you look good. I think you look good in the picture. I didn't ask you to go down on you.
You don't even know I'm stupid. You don't even know I'm stupid as hell. I might have seen something funny as hell in her picture and liked it for that reason.
Yeah.
Like,
right.
I'm like, oh snap! Is that a turtle in the background? Like,
right.
Like, it's crazy. It's like it's crazy. It's like you can sit here. I see something stupid in the background. Like, what the hell is going on in the back? And then I like it, and I laugh at it. First thing they do, why you laughing at my picture? Like, shut up.
Nah, well, Facebook is a little different because with Facebook, you actually have the ability to react with different emojis.
I think Instagram is quiet because it's just pictures and you just heart it.
Instagram's quiet now.
No, but that's why girls be speaking over Instagram.
Instagram used to snitch, bro.
Yeah. Facebook is the projects.
Like Instagram used to have a whole tab where you can see what people you follow are
liking.
Oh,
yes, I remember that.
Yeah, that was hot.
Wait, if she don't remember that, bro, she's too young for you.
Fact, that was dangerous. For
yeah,
niggas,
no,
bro.
that was
that was a rough time.
Yeah. Or who you're following, the new people you're following and shit. You're
right
like
on her feed, like.
Yeah, no, I remember that. Maggie, you remember that? Like when Instagram used to sit there and like basically tell you people you follow what they liked.
That shit was
that
a relationship.
That
was a relationship
that was a
killer.
Dark time.
So was Snapchat.
Followed.
Snapchat was still a relationship killer, but Snapchat back in the day.
I call Snapchat sneaky chat.
God forbid you like a chick's picture that the one of you whatever friend you have that she don't likes that same picture because it'll tell her that too.
Yeah.
Then you be like,
like,
that's where you met her. That's where you met her. You got it through this person. Like,
it's just it's crazy. But like Facebook's the projects. That's the trenches because that's motherfuckers be wilding on that.
If I'm gonna cheat, I'm not a dumb cheater. I'm a smart cheater. I'm not liking shorty's pictures. Like, what are you?
Facebook absolutely is. People be catching wreck on Facebook.
Yeah, it's the trenches. That's the projects right there. It's the zoo.
It definitely do get wild on Facebook. There was another thing I wanted to ask, so like to touch back on the whole concept of ageism. So how I even came across the whole ageism conversation was because there was a model who said she's now 50 or in her 50s. She was saying how she felt like she's invisible. And it's almost as if like nobody knew that she was around or whatever when she's so used to getting all the attention. So we could cut back in. All right. So yeah. So she was saying that she felt like invisible, and you could probably put that little intermission thing that you do. Yeah, I missed that. You I don't think you've ever seen the intermission.
You came to episode
yeah. So Lee one time, I don't know what took place. I think the audio cut off or whatever, and then he just put like this little intermission, but it reminded me of like Popeyes. Popeye the Sailor Man. That shit was so funny. So I keep telling,
old school thing.
Yeah, like
you have to do it. You have to do it.
With elevator music, it was hilarious.
I see it.
So we're gonna pop that in because that's hilarious. All right, so yeah, so the woman was saying that she feels invisible and that she was so used to being like that it girl, and that's what a lot of I feel like a lot of women don't realize is that there's so many women that are older that were the it girl back in the day who are now still single. And they're looking for the same high value men that we are looking for.
You know what's gonna happen? You know what's gonna happen? A lot of these women that you see on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever, a lot of those women, they're gonna end up single. A lot of them are gonna end up fucking single.
Absolutely. The cat ladies.
Yeah, that's what's gonna end up. You might as well start buying your cats now. Once you if you hit 33, 34, 35.
Whoa, hold on.
Listen.
I'm not too far away from there, sir.
But you still have time. That's the thing. You still have time. A lot can happen. A lot can happen in those years.
According to the late Kevin Samuels, all right, between the ages of 27 to 35. Yeah, you're in the danger zone. No, you're in the danger zone. You're in the danger zone. From 36 to 45, 50, you are in the no man's. No, hold on. It was
Stop minding a fucking cat because you're gonna need more than one.
He said more than one.
You're gonna need more than one because ain't nobody gonna fuck with you. If you're pushing 40, you still have that dog shit attitude. You're gonna be lonely.
Wait, hold on. I shared something that was so funny. And it was like, y'all are 37. If you never experienced bullets flying you out the country and splurging on you in your early 20s, it's not going to happen. Clock in, go to work, split the bills with Ernest the electrician. He likes you.
Yeah. I hate that shit. Like, yo, like, and on top, it's crazy because it's like, these motherfuckers who have honest jobs. Like, first off, if you're like a plumber, electrician, that's a good fucking job. That's a good career.
People sleep on them.
They want fucking Fernando the fucking scammer. That's what they want. It ain't gonna fucking happen.
So, life is all about sacrifices and trade-offs, right? And I feel as though, like, women should leverage their beauty early on. So between the ages of, I would say, like, I don't know, we're going to say 18 when you get out the fucking house. From 18 all the way up until, like, about 35, you should absolutely leverage your freaking looks to your advantage to get the best qualifying dude possible. Now, what is the qualifying dude? It's not Fernando the Scammer. It's not, what's the drug dealer's name?
Fucking, Pablo.
All right, not Pablo the drug dealer.
Or maybe if you want to give him a nickname, Tiny. Tiny the drug dealer.
Not the fucking Tiny. Like, this kid's stupid. So, like, a lot of women will overlook good quality men because they're chasing the fast money. But the same way it comes, the same way it could go. So, a lot of times, too, they think, like, oh, we could clean it up, blah, 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 blah. But they don't realize
You gotta correct that. What? You're dating a scammer or a drug dealer, it's not, it could go. It's gonna go.
Yeah. Like, you know what I mean?
Wait, no, hold on.
You're gonna get that, nigga.
No, because I know, well, allegedly.
I was about to say that.
Allegedly, I know a few retired, I'm trying to choose my words so wisely, street pharmacists.
Freelance entrepreneurs.
Yeah, like, I know a few of them that don't have a record, money's long, they went ahead and reinvested their money.
That means they're not big enough that anybody's worried about them. That's
no,
what that means. I promise you, the FBI success rate is like 95%.
If they have their eyes on you, they
used to be 99.
If they want you, they're gonna get you.
If they eyes on you, they're getting you.
Yeah,
especially with the technology they got now.
As soon as you cross the right radar.
But you know what really be pissing me off? That people, like, for one, I really can't stand, like, all right, and that's another thing, too, because I have seen that women will go for, like, all right, how do I put this?
Like, girl, your man's not the plug because he's doing a couple of O's a week. The nigga that he's getting it from, that's who they're looking at.
No, what I'm talking about is, so, like, for example, social media is a lie, right? It's a portfolio. Yeah. So a man could be posted in front of a Lambo, having Walter Cash, and you know they do that cell phone shit that they do. The Walter Cash like this. Yeah. I did like
99% of the time with some Usher bucks.
They got Usher bucks.
They got Usher bucks off Amazon now like this.
What is Usher bucks?
Oh, you don't remember? So Usher a couple years, what was it? 2 years ago.
Oh
yeah.
When he was promoting his residency,
motherfuckers throwing Usher bucks in the strip club. They got Usher bucks off Amazon. They're using it as a cell phone, but they're like, oh, these and then girls are like, ooh, he got some money. Next thing you know, he's living at your house because he's a homosexual. And
not a homosexual.
He's living at your house. He ain't got nowhere to go. He was too busy taking a picture in an Airbnb.
No, because I've seen dudes do this. Like, there's plenty of them that will pump fake, and then girls just buy into it. Like, but that's because
there's a growing generation of hot boys and city boys, and I like it. I like women getting a little get back. I'm not gonna lie.
Because that don't sound misogynistic.
When I see niggas taking a girl for a ride, I'm like, ha ha ha. Like, oh, you're gonna be mad.
He's in a rental. Like, look at me.
That's not
or there are real life niggas who have and I'm gonna use the term niggas because it's very appropriate. There are real life niggas that literally do drive that Benz, do drive that Beamer, and it's registered to their shorty that they keep hidden under wraps.
Yeah.
Then she's the boss of that relationship. I
She's
still don't respect him.
Yeah.
Like, he don't get no respect.
No, but like I've witnessed
Like, that's
that
the thing
too.
that's the thing with girls too. They think they're gonna change the man. Like, yeah, you're going over fucking Tiny, a drug dealer. You want to change him? Nigga ain't gonna be a fucking mailman by next year.
You wanna know,
You think
you
gonna
wanna
change
know
him?
what told me how one situation that actually told me how much women be controlling situations and we think we're in control. I had a friend who allegedly might have worked with some sex workers in his life, and his main girl I was cool with. We was having a conversation, and she was they on and off, you know, that whole dynamic.
He was testing the product.
No, just
Hustle and flow shit.
whatever that
Hustle
life
and
is.
flow.
Yeah, whatever
You
that
know
life
it's
is.
hard out
You know,
here.
what they do, whatever.
Hustle and flow shit.
She used to get mad because they have little spats, break up, whatever. He go
Because
get a
he
new
was
chick.
testing the product.
He go get a new chick or whatever. His name is. She was like, "Yo, do you know if I wanted to, I could end this man's life." She
Well,
was like,
all right.
I'm his. Listen, she was like, "I'm his bottom. I'm his bottom bitch. His car's in my name.
Yeah.
His house is in my name."
I was just about to say.
Yeah.
So
She was like, most of his income comes from me. If I wanted to drive this nigga up,
there's two parts that I want to touch on. How much women don't realize it's not the pussy that's power. That's what a lot of people have to stop saying, because people have to stop saying pussy is power, because it's not the pussy that's essentially the power. Pussy's everywhere.
You can find
Pussy
pussy
comes
anywhere.
right now. It's the submission that comes into it, because what a lot of women don't understand, there's so much power in submission. If you literally cater to the man's needs, wants, and desires, and you go ahead and you submit, essentially submit yourself to him, he's gonna start fighting with himself in his head, saying whenever you ask him for shit, because he'll be like, why not get it for her? She does everything else for me.
Exactly.
She does, you know what I'm saying? There's so much power behind that. Like, you could literally make a man do whatever it is that you fucking want him to do, if you just,
We like that shit. We
fucking
like
Adam
loyalty
says
too.
it, he's like, play the game. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's literally like playing the game.
We like loyalty too. Like, if you're loyal and you're submissive, you do all that shit. There's nothing a man won't do for you.
But a man, like a woman, is either a make or break situation for a man, because she could either bring him up or tear him down,
Ruin
just
his
like you were
fucking
just
life.
saying.
Ruin his fucking
Because
life.
she could literally ruin his life. How many bitter baby mamas do we know? But essentially, like, I really wish that we would come to a point where women will stop saying, I ain't submitting shit, blah, blah, blah. It's like, honey, you might want to, because not for nothing, you'll get a lot more out of it. That's why I was saying, I actually made this joke the other day with one of my clients. And I was saying, like, the best wives are usually the tomboys. Like,
Yeah.
like,
They're understandable. They're more understandable.
like strippers.
Strippers are the best wives.
And there's a he said it too, but like there's a reason behind that one in particular.
Strippers are the best wives.
No, because if you think about it, because they play into the man's fantasy. They literally know how to finesse the fuck out of a man if they do it right.
stripper gonna mold into whatever woman you want.
Whatever woman you
That's
want.
their fucking job.
That's what I'm saying.
But that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. So if we think about the concept of being a wife, a lot of times in most people's mind, on a general consensus, or I would say in the least sophisticated mind, it is always brought to the idea of playing into a role that the man wants, and also playing to his desires.
I think
Catering to
most
his
women,
ego.
I think instinctively, women don't like, and I could be completely wrong.
And
but I feel like women don't like the hoes, not because the hoes can fuck your man. It's because all niggas know the hoes are fun.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
And
so-
women
and that's
hate-
what-
fell in love with a hoe before.
Yeah, like
No,
Niggas fell in love with
that's
the
also
hoes
why.
are fun, bro.
But that's also why I said tomboys make great wives, because here's the thing. If your wife is a tomboy or was a tomboy or whatever, yeah, she could switch it up and look. It's almost like Love and Basketball. Like, yeah, she could switch it up and she could look like a girl, present herself, girly or whatever. But she has the heart of the homie.
Is that
You know what I'm saying?
Is that why Hoops won Flavor of Love?
Fucking crying. Yeah, that's why she
I
won.
see what you did there. I see
That's
what
why
you
she
did
won.
there.
Yeah, that's why she
That
won.
was a fucking ridiculous show. You win your fucking prizes, Flavor
Yo,
Flav.
bring
Like
back
what?
Those reality shows.
It's a
man.
fucking ridiculous show. Now, on top of that, the worst one was fucking fighting for. You had grown ass men
Delicious
fighting for
was
New.
hilarious.
You had grown ass men fighting for New York. Like what?
No, I love. You know what I
Oh
love?
yeah, I forgot that
You know
she
what the
did hers
genius
after.
is? I love the genius of the spinoff when it came to VH1. Their spinoff was wild. Because think about the web hole. It was that the Surreal Life, whatever it was, with the Brat, Flavor Flav, all of
Then
that.
it went to Flavor of Love.
And then no, and then it was Flav and that white lady, Brigitte, whatever
Yeah,
that show
Brigitte,
was.
yeah.
They broke up. Then it was Flavor of Love. That was a show. Then New York got a show. Delicious got a show.
And then Tila Tequila.
Tila Tequila got a show out of the original.
Looks like a
one.
nun now.
But I'm talking about just the Flavor Flav web,
Yeah.
because then you got the New York show. Then from the New York show, you birthed the Real Chance RP.
Yeah.
And birthed the Real Chance of Love.
Yeah.
Like, it was such a web,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Cause
They
and
was making money. They
and
was
we
making
and it was
money.
and we
the same
all
show.
and we
was
all
casting
tuned
them
in
motherfuckers.
and we all tuned
Oh, I
in.
watched every
Same
single one of them
show over
motherfuckers.
and over and
I
over.
watched,
again,
I watched
bro.
every single one of them motherfuckers.
Oh man.
Oh, I ain't missed the episode.
But yeah, so in the concept of the tomboy, we they tend to make the best wives because they know how to be the homie.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times,
You gotta be a friend first.
right, I was just about to say, a lot of times,
You don't have to be a tomboy to have the homie energy, though.
well, yeah, no, I definitely do agree,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I'm saying on a general spectrum, like, so for example, if you have one of our audience members that's watching this and they have no idea what to look for or anything like that, a general consensus to provide them is like, okay, tomboys, like, consider that, like, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times people overlook the tomboys because she just comes off as one of the homies, not realizing that homie, it goes back to what we were saying before. Your wife or husband's probably in your friend zone.
It's usually the tomboys, usually the ones who got like mad brothers. It's usually the ones who got like if they got like 4 brothers and shit. First
Yeah,
off,
I got like 4.
First
Yeah.
off, you can't fucking play them because they know everything. Because
Yeah.
they brothers did everything.
And my cousins. My
Again,
cousins put me
it's
on to game.
It's a relief of pressure. It's the same thing with dating an older woman.
Yeah.
You date a girl that you know just dealt with dudes her whole life. She knows how to deal with
They're more,
a dude.
they're more understanding. They're more understanding than the girl who just grew up. First off, the only childs, they fucking suck. The only child women, they fucking suck. Cause it's like they
Not all
know
of them,
nothing.
not
They
all
know
of them.
nothing, and they
Not all
want
of
they
them.
want to be pampered. Now,
keep-
don't
I'll
get me
keep
wrong.
a little bit. Not all of
Don't
them.
get me wrong. I was the only child
Your
for
wife
about.
is a only child?
No.
Oh, I was about
But don't
to
get
say.
me wrong. I was the only child for about 12 years, so I suffer from only child syndrome sometimes. Sometimes I feel.
I was the only child for 10 years with my mom, but like about 5 with my dad.
I feel entitled like a motherfucker sometimes.
That's why I'm glad.
I worked
I'm glad
on
the
that.
gap between mines ain't gonna be that big. Like 6 years, I think that's real. That's enough.
Well, see,
Yeah.
mine is perfect because mine is 3 years.
Yeah.
But I feel bad for my next set of kids because it's going to be that gap between. But then again, I already have 2, so they might be
like
alright.
my dad got, including myself, my dad got 10 kids.
Jesus
But on my
Christ. He
mom's
was trying to
side-
make sure he didn't get hit with
Well,
child support.
yeah,
He wants to be
No,
tax
no.
exempt.
But on my mom's side, it was just me. So for 12 years, I was the only child. I was the only grandchild. I was the only nephew.
Oh.
So you couldn't tell me shit.
Oh, God.
I was the first of all of that in my family.
Yeah. You
I
couldn't.
was
Oh,
the first.
God.
I was the first nephew.
Exactly.
I was the first grandson.
Oh, my
I was
God.
because my mom's the oldest.
Yeah, my mom's the oldest too. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Couldn't
I was
tell
the
me shit.
first one.
Couldn't tell me shit.
I was the first one, bro. So like, there's a certain level of exemption that I get from my grandparents that does not exist with the
I
rest
remember.
of my family.
This is how bad I suffered from only child syndrome. Every Christmas, birthday, whatever, I got a new pair of sneakers. Don't matter. It was the Jordans, Iversons, whatever. One day, my uncle came in. He always bought me my sneakers. My uncle came in. It was a joke for Christmas. He bought me a pair of Shaqs from Walmart. I've never cried so much in my fucking life. That's how much I suffer from only child. I never cried so much in my fucking life. Then he came with a pair of new Iversons. I'm like, yeah.
Oh, my
Terrible.
God.
I was fucking
Terrible.
You know what I'm saying? And it came on to me till this day because even till this day I ain't wearing no fucking.
My
I
poor,
ain't
my
wearing no
poor
bullshit.
sister, she got tortured. Like, yeah, being an only child for like 10, 11, almost 11 years, and then she comes about. I was vexed.
What was funny for me was being the oldest and then having 2 siblings. I watched generationally my parents get parenting right. Like,
Oh my God.
you can see it in their kids, like where they just got it right. Like,
We sit there. We come at my dad all the time. So like my dad, there was 3 of us that grew up the closest, and then the last 2 he had. Well, I guess we could throw in my stepsister too because she's relatively our age. So 4 of us that grew up around the same age, and then the other 2 they were like, I was 11 when they had my sister Candle, and then DeAndre I was I think 15, so or 14. But either way, My dad parenting me, Junior, Jay, Geneva, versus parenting Kendall and DeAndre. Yo, we sit there and we're like
that ass, bro.
Like you for real?
Like word, I would have got thrown through a table.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I'll never forget. So I always used to want to have press on nails because even though I was a tomboy, my legs are all scarred up. That's why I have a lot of tattoos and stuff because I have a lot of scars and just a whole bunch of shit from my childhood that I'm just like, yeah, we need to cover this because too much attention. People ask questions. I ain't got time to be answering. Right.
Fuck up.
So that's why I got tattoos all over my.
I was born in the 90s.
Right.
That explains my
You went
knees.
outside.
Listen, I used to ride bikes downstairs. I used to sit there and rollerblade and jump off shit.
But back in our day, we went outside, not watch some motherfuckers on YouTube go
I
outside.
know, yeah. So, but yeah, so like, I always wanted nails and stuff because I always liked girly stuff sometimes, like to a degree. And my dad would not, both my mom and dad would not let me have it. Bruh. I ever saw my 7-year-old little sister throw on some press-ons. I looked at my dad. I said, "You for real? You dead ass?" I wanted to rip them off her fingers for him. Like what you mean?
Like, in case you forgot, bro.
Seriously, I was heated, and he was like, "Oh, it's just for in the house. Like she could play with it in the house." And I was like, "Whatever, yo." And then to the point where cause like, you know, she does makeup, she does nails now, but like she's doing really good with all that. But like the fact that my dad let her do all that shit, and I was like, if I even thought of putting like lip gloss, it was a problem. Let alone.
You're like, man, fuck y'all.
Yeah, like
man,
I need a refund.
Fuck y'all, trust me. Me and my brother are 12 years apart. When he was first born, I cried like a motherfucker because I wanted to be the only child. I wanted to be the only child still. I cried.
It was just an emotional damage.
Yeah. I cried like a motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? I fucking hated it. And then as he was getting older, my mom was letting him slide with shit I didn't let slide. And I'm looking like, you motherfuckers. But like, as he got older, when he was young, I didn't like him. I'll admit it. But as he got older, me and him got closer and closer and closer. Now you don't see. Now we're always together. Mm-hmm. But because he's 29, he's gonna be 21. But now all you do is see us together. But back then, I used to get mad all the shit he was getting away with because it's like I didn't get away with that. I didn't get this. I got the belt. I got the slipper. I got anything my mother got her hands on. I was getting thrown in my head.
Oh, she had what I call black mama throwing syndrome.
Yeah, wherever she got her hands at, that's just getting thrown. That's just getting thrown at me.
I've had remotes, hammer.
My brother got away with a lot of shit. I'm looking like you motherfuckers.
Oh wait, let me refresh my memory because there was something else I wanted to bring up, and I needed to understand y'all's opinions on. So, it was regarding basically the capacity of men and women. So the post goes, not post, I'm sorry, it was a comment. It says, women literally get their dominance from men, but the problem is when women attempt to exert their dominance on men without the will to be followers of men, they go down the road of self-caused pain and trauma. All the way around, rather it's provoking a man or simply jealous of another man's dominance. Women so busy trying to run the world, they left out the part of patience and humility, which is in the end reveals discipline. But these are only the characteristics of a good man, which can only be taught by men. For generations without fathers, women have lost touch with their discipline side. Everything goes when daddies are gone.
There's a lot of women who suffer from severe daddy issues. That's why they're whores. But
damn, what a fucking statement that was.
Yeah. There's a lot of
everybody knows I'm K-Verdi when I say like,
a lot of women with severe daddy issues. A lot of women with severe daddy issues are whores. They just jump. They're trying to find that. They're trying to find that daddy from other men who ain't shit because they don't know what a man is because they ain't never really had one in their life. Your dad is the first person. It's the first person as a daughter. Your dad's your first man you love. If you don't have one there, you don't really know who to love. That's what it is. Severe daddy issues, and I don't agree with that shit. You can call me misogynistic, whatever. I don't agree with women wanting to run the world.
You realize he used misogynistic?
Because that's a new word that these Gen fucking Z weirdos like to use all the time.
Wait, remember last episode? boy, listen, look at you growing.
Yeah, I looked it up a couple
That's so
times.
okay.
I got it from TikTok. But listen.
You got it from me.
Yeah.
You got lectured by a little white guy from Sweden.
Yeah. But like, listen.
Mind you, I'm over here, the one I was looking it up in the last episode. Run that back.
They want to sit here and say this misogynistic bullshit. I don't agree when they say women should run the world. That is fucking bullshit. Because at the end of the day, we are here to protect women. Y'all ain't going to battle. Hate to break it to y'all. Do you want to sign up? Like, oh,
fuck no.
Exactly.
I ain't getting
exactly.
drafted.
Ask
Shit.
any woman that.
I somewhat agree with you, but unfortunately, there's something that's about to happen in November that's gonna shift belief in that more because the new Black Panther movie's coming out.
It's gonna be a woman.
I don't know if you've seen the trailer, but it is very It's the women.
Yeah,
take
but
over.
that's like the movie King.
The women, the women take over Wakanda type shit. Like, yo, he's going. We gotta get it cracking.
No, but all right. So that's
why
the
it's
thing.
called a movie.
It's
not real life. It's a movie. Try that. Listen.
Wait, hold on. That only goes to a variation because of the fact that if you think about a lot of the shit that happens in real life wasn't a movie.
Remember?
Look at Roe versus Wade getting overturned. Back in I think it was 1990 or some shit like that, 94. I forgot when that movie came out. Maybe even before that, or 84.
Yeah.
Swing vote.
Swing
vote was about Roe versus Wade getting overturned.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's
so
crazy.
Therefore, we can't say it's just a movie.
You remember Ronda Rousey? You remember Ronda Rousey?
Yeah.
Remember when Ronda Rousey was beating up every girl's ass? She was whooping everyone. And then there was that whole thing, she can beat up a dude. Remember everybody was saying that? She can beat up a dude. After that, she got knocked out by 3 women straight. You think a dude...
They said she could beat Floyd.
Yeah, she got knocked out by 3 women in a row. You think she was going to beat up a dude? No. That's that bullshit. When they're like, she can beat up dudes. No, the fuck she can't.
There's some dudes I'm sure she can beat up.
Wait, hold on. Isn't there damn.
If I had to guess
in scriptures, there's it's not Esther, right? Shit. I gotta come back to remembering who it was. But in scriptures there was basically where a woman used her beauty to get into basically to infiltrate and then kill off a man, the king or some shit like that.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, no, I'm literally trying to remember. It's
most good spies in the spy movies are the women.
Right.
Oh yeah, in real life.
So it's like pretty privileged.
How many times? Listen, it's never personally happened to me, but I've actually seen it. How many times have women had a friend that their man don't know it's a friend, hit them up and see what they do?
All the time.
Exactly. Because that beauty, it's like, oh.
Wait, that's like a TikTok video I just saw yesterday.
Let me get my attractive friend to hit up my man and see if he's really
loyal. No, because they've been doing that a lot. So it was these 3 girls.
Exactly.
It was these 3 girls and this guy, and he was like sitting there talking about first off, the fact that the 2 friends had Shorty's man's number was beyond me. Yeah, one friend tried to act like she didn't have the number, and then they go ahead and call the man to test him, and then they were like, oh, me and such and such, Netflix and chill tonight. And then he was like, I guess the girl was Justice and Ari, and he was like, Justice and Ari, Ari too, he was like, I was already fucking with Justice.
Yeah. Listen. Women are deceitful.
Hey, listen, don't go searching for answers if you don't want them, bro.
I found something was weird about it because so out of Justice and Ari,
she pretended to not have his number. I was gonna ask.
But even the fact of my friends having my man's number, that's beyond me. Like, I can see if it's my cousins, cool. But if we have no blood relation, and I don't, and not even my cousins, it literally is 2 cousins, maybe 3. That I would actually be like, okay, that it doesn't matter. One's a male, 2 of them are females, and the 2 females are in long-standing relationships.
I would say it's fishy if the number's saved. If the number's in your phone, there might have been something where you could have used your phone and you had to text her real quick.
Social media.
Shit, my cousin's man is my landlord, and his number's still not saved in my phone.
Number's a little personal. If you got the number, that means I gave it to you.
Yeah.
Right.
Facebook's a little different. You call me
Facebook,
that's what I'm saying. Social media, and let's text and make this personal.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Social
media, I don't care. But it's that text message, man.
If the girlfriend's dumbfounded about it, that means it was on the low. I give you the number on the low.
Yeah, that's a little different.
It's a little personal. What's your number type shit?
What about FaceTime?
Oh my God, you FaceTime the girl's friend. Oof. Oof. That's a little bit more personal. Oh.
Like what?
Like it's different. It's different. Let's just say that. I don't think the girlfriend would approve.
I don't think she's wrong for that either. I'm just asking.
Right.
No, she's definitely not wrong for it.
So
yeah.
to piggyback off of that statement that was made, I asked him to further elaborate on it because I saw the post and then I inboxed him to simply ask because I wanted to gain better understanding of his perspective. Absolutely.
Okay.
He said, I made that comment trying to express that men are ready for relationships unconditionally, but it is only when we are mistreated that keeps us divided. When women have relationships, their high standards leave them with less capacity for all of the important things in a man's life. One overall is respect all the way around. The love gap between men and women is like this. Women who don't love unconditionally leaves less room for men to grow in the relationship. With society as a whole pointing out our wrong, you'd think we need help. So why treat the men considered as a statistic as if they aren't good enough when most of these men aren't given the chance to reach their full potential? There is a gap. Men pour into women and the knowledge of their dominance, but some women envy our dominance. Some even attempt to use it against us. This is a problem that was brought on women without fathers. Without their father's love, how would they know how to treat a man?
I said that. They don't know. They don't know. They don't know how to love a man if they don't have a father. How do you
know what they're looking for?
They have no idea what they're looking for.
So now, when we go into the concept of like dating and stuff, right? We talk about how most women will say that they, well, no, actually I lied. I can't even say most women anymore because I went back and looked at the poll between the Eves and Lilith and we dropped down another notch. So it's 53% Lilith,
yes, sir.
47%
Like I said it would be. Like I said it would be.
Yo, I was so heartbroken when I'm like seeing this thing and I'm like, why is it still dropping?
Fun now.
Anyways, so like there's a lot of women who will talk about like, you know, a post or half post centered around wanting to be in a relationship, desiring to be with a man, things of that nature. And there's the preconceived notion that men don't want relationships.
Bullshit.
Men, and I really think it's the mere opposite. I think more men want relationships than women.
It's bullshit. It is. More men do want relationships. Like, listen, single me and relationship me is two different fucking people. You see him in the streets and I'm a single man. Forget it. But I'm a relationship. But
he's like skirt.
Yeah. If I'm in a relationship, if I'm in a relationship, I'm a completely different
He's
person.
doing 25 miles per hour, 10 on 2.
Yeah, I'm a completely different person when I'm in a relationship because this is what I wanted. If I settled down with you, it's because I fucking wanted it. I wanted you. That's the reason why I did it. And as far as like being single, it's a different ball game because you gotta play the field, you gotta play the streets, you gotta, you know what I'm saying, maneuver, you gotta deal with, you gotta fuck with multiple women to get to where you want, to get who you want. Because if you're single, anybody who says I'm in a single life, you find a girlfriend your first fucking try is bullshit. Because it doesn't happen like that. You might have to fuck like 6-7 girls to get to that relationship.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, the odds are terrible.
The odds are terrible. Like you can see every girl you do fuck with, you can see some sort of potential in it. Unless it's just a girl like, you know something, it's 3:00 in the morning, come over. Unless it's like one of those. But if it's a girl you was actually talking to and you fuck with for a little bit and then it's just like, nah, this ain't it. It happens a lot.
I have a question for you as a man. Have you ever been your last resort's last resort? And if you were, how did that make you feel?
If you were your last resort's last resort?
Yeah, like everybody knows that last resort text you can send out.
Wait, no, so like last resort is simply just sexual or last resort relationship?
Yes. No. It's like strictly a hookup situation.
Have I been a last resort?
Have you ever been your last resort's last resort? Like, did she hit you up and you knew that she failed just as much as you did?
Most likely, yeah, most likely. And then, you know,
everybody y'all hit up first didn't respond, and y'all just hit each other like.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, like, I'm an ego, so if I know I'm the last resort, I'm like, fuck you. I have an ego, so I'm like, fuck you. Or sometimes I might not even respond, like, fuck you. Now, guess what? You go to sleep.
So it's either he's gonna text fuck you or just think fuck you.
You go to sleep, no dick. How you feel?
Yo.
I have Pornhub. Have fun.
Yo. I hate this kid. Oh my goodness.
That's what
Wait,
I'm
no, I have a real question, right? So for the men who do take their time with getting into relationships, because there are men who literally will just remain single by choice, right?
Me. Hey, I did 3
I
years.
use the analogy of outfits, right? So you go to the store, you buy 6 different outfits. Now you put on one particular outfit, and when you put on that one particular outfit, you realize that, okay, I don't know if I really want this outfit, so I'm gonna just hold off, and I'm gonna try these other outfits, right? Then you go through all 6 outfits just to return back to that first outfit.
Yeah.
Sounds like when a woman goes back to their ex. Like, they'll sit here and try out like 4 different niggas and be like, you know something, saying that I'm gonna go back to my baby daddy.
I feel
don't
like
always go that way.
I feel like it would be more men resorting back to a woman that he left.
No.
Hell no. If I'm done with you, I'm done.
What,
You
in
fuck
his
on my
case,
face.
in his instance, what he's talking about, I think what happens in that situation a lot is they go out and they dip their toe in the pool and realize that their pool is better.
Yeah.
And now they're like, shit.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
this
that
nigga
show.
ain't shit. That nigga ain't shit.
Wait, that's like the show Ultimatum. The blonde chick with the beaker.
Oh yeah, she had a piece
With
on
Hunter?
her face. Oh my god. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
With Hunter.
She had a piece. That shit.
Yeah, not she. Yeah.
Ooh,
But
schnauzer.
she wanted to
Schnauzer.
trade in her dude for the other dude.
Yeah.
And then the other dude was like, "You're not my type," and she
Yeah.
was like, "Are you serious?" So then she was like insisting on getting back with her dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, because it's like, yo.
So she tried to go for another outfit. But
Yeah, that's exactly what happens. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Sometimes the dude she's chasing after you don't want her.
Right.
they say
like-
they do say that women who have relatively good men that leave the men, like, so it's the women leaving the men, not the men leaving the woman, but the women that leave the men and try to go for the next dude, usually wherever they fall after the dude, it shows where they really truly rank
'Cause
in the dating world.
Men don't leave relationships that much. You know how much of an asshole you got to be for a man to be like, I'm done with you. You have to be fucking. You have to be fucking.
Yeah, we'll put up with a lot of bullshit.
You have to be
bro.
fucking. You have to be fucking terrible.
You
for
think so?
You have to be
Yeah.
fucking terrible for a man
Yeah.
to be like, nah, I'm done with you. I can't do this no more. Because us as men,
I'm a double down on it. If you make a damaged man give up, because men that are damaged will ignore a lot of fucking red flags.
exactly.
If you get that nigga to give up on you,
What does
you
that
ain't
mean?
shit.
What does it mean by
We're
damaged
told
man?
to ignore emotion. So the things that
Yeah.
are destroying us emotionally, we see that as man shit. That's just shit you gotta go
Like,
through. as a man.
is it the woman creating the damage, or is it he
Of course.
comes damaged?
It,
It's always a woman.
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If you get a damaged man to give up, you ain't shit, right?
I really need you guys
If you're,
to really
if you're a damaged man, and
How many times have you seen a happy ass crackhead couple?
always, I ain't never seen a sad
how the
crackhead
fuck
couple.
does that correlate?
I ain't never seen a sad crackhead
She is literally part of his problem, but loves that damn woman. So they gonna do crack to the day they
Yeah,
die.
but that's
'Cause
what I'm
men
saying,
won't
they-
deal with,
They
men
even
won't deal
die. I
with
ain't never seen a
anything,
crackhead
bro,
female in
for
my
their
life.
woman, bro.
Do
Like,
they even die?
Dude, crackheads even die.
No, they just
I've never seen.
respawn.
I've never seen a funeral of a crackhead in my
crackheads
life.
respawn like Call of Duty, nigga. They just
I've never
they
seen.
spawn back.
I've never seen a crack. Listen, I've seen the same dudes in front of that McDonald's on Broad Street for the last 20 years.
I
Nigga,
can't.
you ain't died yet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you still alive?
I hate you
You
guys.
still alive?
You
No,
look just
but-
as bad as you did back
Wait,
then.
no,
Like,
wait. Before we even like get off, I need you to really, really like.
Look,
my mind is really.
Listen, if you like, if you're a man and you're damaged or you're broken from your ex, and I get in a new relationship. As men, if we're in a new relationship, we're not in a relationship with you just to be in a relationship. We're in it for the long run. We're in it for long term marriage, family. That's in our head. That's a thought.
I feel like there's an age that backs that though, because there's a lot of dudes, if you think about early on, like early adulthood, teenage years, that they will leave a girl, but it's just because they want to go to the next bitch and the next bitch and the next bitch.
But like for the most part,
So are we talking about like after 25?
I'm talking about our age. We're grown ass men.
Okay.
We're grown ass men.
All right.
now.
So ladies, we're talking about ages 25 and up, 30 range.
Yeah, we're grown ass men. I'm talking about the grown ass
I
men.
can only speak for what I'm going through.
Them little boys,
I can't speak for what these
them little
little
boys can
niggas
go.
do.
Them little boys can continue to watch Sesame
They
Street.
have
We're
it
not talking
easy.
about them.
They have it easy, bro.
Yeah, they have it easy.
I don't want to hear
Okay, so grown men don't tend to leave relationships.
Yes,
with
because
just dating.
when we're in a relationship, because I don't have to. In order pussy's everywhere. I don't have to be in a relationship with you to fuck you.
That's
I
true.
don't need to be in a relationship with
That
you to
is true.
fuck you.
It's insulting on a man's ability to decide if he decides to really commit to you, and you just assume he still wants to live that type of life. If I wanted to live that type of life, I wouldn't have gotten with you.
We already know what we want with you
Yeah.
before we even
Right.
before we even let you know. Like if I meet a girl and I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna fuck her. That's my goal. I'm just gonna fuck you, and then after that, whatever. But if I meet a girl and I'm like, I want to be, I see potential in her. I see a future with her. I think I might want to, be in a relationship with her. We already know.
But so okay, now next question: is it that you guys put them in two? How do I want to frame this? Sorry, I feel as though that there's 3 categories a man will put a woman that he meets. It's either friend. No, I'm sorry, hoe, friend, wife. Is that true?
There's only 2 categories.
There's only 2, so there's no
Oh,
3.
I don't do friends.
Yeah.
It's fucking pointless. I don't do friends.
And that's another thing I have heard too. My cousin swears. You met my cousin.
Yeah.
He swears there's no real men being friends with women.
No, I have enough friends, and I barely like them. What makes you think I'm gonna add you to the list?
The world runs on attraction. So even if you are friends with the person, you're attracted to something about them.
But what if you're attracted to them platonically? Because that would be an argument.
What is that word?
Platonic?
Attraction and platonic are not. They can't go in the same sentence.
Because, like I said, as for women, when people,
Can you if you look at it in the concept where people tell you like you attract things in the universe, are you platonically asking the fucking universe for shit? And you're like, no, I love what I want and I deserve it. So let me have it.
There's only wife. There's only hoe.
You can be just friends with a woman. I'm not saying that. I have women friends that I'm just friends with, but it comes from an attraction to something, whether it's their energy, whether it's them physically. There was an attraction that led to an interaction that led to a friendship. It always starts with attraction. If you're not attracted to someone, you're gonna avoid them.
Is attraction a choice?
Sometimes.
Sometimes?
You can be attracted to someone's energy unbeknownst to yourself.
Yeah. If the vibe is there, it's like, oh, I'm attracted. It's like she's
There have been
she's
times where I've
cute,
been
but it's
attracted
like,
to girls that weren't physically attractive to me, but their energy made me like them. Like,
yeah.
you get what I mean? So
No,
it's
it's
involuntary.
a true thing.
I can have in my head, yo, I'll never do
Okay.
anything with her, and then she laughs me out of my drawers. Like,
Yeah.
See, I was just he had me right there. That I was just about to say, all right, you wouldn't do nothing with them, so wouldn't that be platonic? Because it's intimate but not sexual.
No, they're good father. You're a good father. You
The
right out
reason
them
why I say
fucking
that-
boxes.
The reason why I
They'll
say
do
that
it.
is because even if it's just a friend, it's still an attraction, and attraction always has an ability to manifest into something.
You might not be attractive, but if your personality is good, you cater to a man's ego. You might be able to slide your way into some dick.
I might not again. I might be sitting on your bed, covering my chest like a girl. How did this
Fuck you.
happen? Like,
I'm over here. I'm over here.
what did you do to me?
I'm over here blocking my eyes off. You're taking my Gucci daddy shorts off. Like,
I got the pillow over my face while you sliding my drawers down.
Yeah,
like, how did
like,
we end up here?
you know what I'm saying? Turn the lights off, and I'm telling you,
Facts.
they do such a good job. You're thinking in your head like, I might actually settle down with this bitch, and the lights come on. Like, oh, mine.
Then for the next 2 years, listen, and this is what's fucked up. For the next 2 years, you're still in a friendship with that girl because you trying to figure out how the fuck she did that shit
Exactly.
to you.
Like, what was the fucking secret?
Yeah, where did I go
What was the
wrong?
fucking secret? But yes, he is right. There's only 2 categories. There's wife and there's hoe. Listen, a lot of hoes look very, very good. A lot of hoes look really good. But if you have fucking 70 bodies, and I know you do, but you still look good,
Oh my God,
I might fuck you. But I'm not gonna wife you. Now, if there's a girl who looks good, she has a good personality, she's a genuinely good woman, and you know that in your head, you're like, I can see myself being with her, and I might take her serious.
Let me ask you guys, a man. My answer's a little more liberal.
Mm-hmm.
What is your clear cutoff point where it's just a girl having fun and then a hoe? where is that?
That is a good
Is it a
question.
number? Is it a timeline? Like, where is that cutoff for you?
It's gonna first. If I see in your Snapchat, like there's girls on Snapchat that I see a lot. These bitches is never home. These bitches are never home, and they got some kids. And I see so many dudes in the background. They're in this motherfucker's VIP. They're in this VIP. They're at Levels Lounge with the fucking promoters, and they're doing this and they're doing that. I'm like, she's a hoe.
So it's a behavior for you.
I live in Rhode Island. I can find out if you're a hoe. It's really.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah, we got the telephone game out
so
here.
it's more of a behavior for you. It's more
Yes.
of what you see.
Yes.
So does
So if she was to sleep with you on the first night, do you deem her a hoe?
No, I don't even fuck with
I
her.
deem her as a smart woman that knows what she wants.
Exactly.
She's trying to get
It
to
don't
it
matter.
because you might like me, and if my dick's trash, you're gonna leave. So
Exactly.
you trying to get that off the park
But
early.
if I like you, if I really like you, and then, you know, I wait, let's say 90 days. Let's say you make me wait 90 days. That's fucking terrible.
This is why I talk about the post not clarity.
This
all
is
the time.
fucking
I be
terrible.
trying to tell women.
If you make me wait 90 days and I hit it and that pussy is fucking trash, I'm gonna be so mad. I'm gonna kick you out of my house. I'm never gonna talk to you again. Like, I'm gonna be so fucking mad. But if
you wait 3 months for this shit?
yeah, you know what I'm saying? But if I meet you, you like me the vibe, say you fuck me the first night.
Before I get into this, I have to ask the question that I know a lot of women want to know, especially considering we're on the topic. What is trash pussy?
Fucking dried in the Sahara Desert. That's what it is.
That's it?
I gotta fucking spit start that shit to even get going.
Not always.
Not always. Not always.
No.
Fucking shit
We
that
ain't
stinks.
but
We ain't taking that bullet
stinks.
alone.
It stinks, and you don't know it stinks until you get the back shot whiff. That's when you know it really stinks.
Oh shit! Yo.
Like, whoa, it smells like a fucking Johnston landfill. You fucking better
Yo.
like, oh
We was
my
having talk
god.
we was having talk earlier off camera about when you deal with an old woman and go back to young women. Half time they don't even know their own bodies.
Yeah, they don't know their whole body.
You don't even know what you like yet.
You don't know what you like, but once you get that whiff, it's like, I'm done. This is not going
This
anywhere.
nigga's still on the set.
Listen, we've all had it.
He had a traumatic
As
moment.
men, we've all had that experience. As men, we've all had it.
I've had a lot of guys complaining, including I'm not gonna throw them out there like that. All right, so I've had you guys' mind can wander with the client part. I'm gonna say I have had a lot of clients that have complained even about, like, especially since BBLs have become like a lot.
Oh my god.
Wait, hold on. Let me finish before you start having a trauma PTSD over here. Hold on. There's a lot of guys who have complained, and it even be, the upper echelon niggas with money that these women will deem high value and want so bad, that will sit there and say, like, a lot of the girls with, like, BBLs and, like, just in general, a lot of them, they don't know how to clean their ass correctly and shit.
They ain't never had
They ain't
ass.
used to all that extra.
They ain't
ass
never
back
had
then.
ass before.
Their white game is different.
They ain't never had ass
No,
before.
see,
It's a whole different ass.
How
Like
you
that
said-
same scoop you used to do don't work no more, shorty. You gotta get up in there.
Yeah.
I
And it's
hate
just
this
like
kid.
it's just like it's true. Especially the now it's the BBL culture. Every girl has a fat ass now because they pay for it. But it's just like now it's just their pH balance is off because, like I said, all they do is have fucking crab boils and shit. Look what they eat. Look what they fucking eat. They eat like shit.
He said because all they eat is crab boils. All right, so this one says, I, 27-year-old female, hate how men value me because of my body count. So I have been with 58 different men, which
Holy shit.
That's why you got a problem with
That's
it.
like a fucking
There's not a
problem.
man alive that ain't
What
gonna
the fuck?
fucking
Let me
gasp
tell you
at that
something.
number.
Let me finish.
Nah, you don't need to.
Wait, how long do we have?
It's 1 minute left on the marker. I can go run and grab another memory card.
Okay, yeah, because we're going to need to.
Okay.
All right, so I've been with 58 different men, which I know is higher than average, but I wanted to have fun and
you
enjoy
think?
new experiences, and it's my life, so I did. But I settled down the last year and have been really trying to find someone special to settle down with and start a family. All my friends are now either married or in relationships, and whenever I meet a match with a man or meet one in real life, they ask me what my body count is, and I tell them they always make a disgusted face and unmatch or ghost me. I even met one guy who I liked so much and I thought was so sweet who told me he wasn't interested in a woman with such high mileage and ended up dumping me. I cried my eyes out for days over that, and I'm more than just the men I slept with. I have a decent job, fun hobbies and interests, and I'm still young, but I guess I'm just a hoe in most men's eyes.
What's her
So yeah, so her high body count.
It's fucking disgusting. First off,
58.
She has 58 bodies.
She might as well did 5 plus 8 is 13, and 13 1 plus 4 is 4. She should have hit him with a gematria.
You're over here talking about 58 bodies. Like, as a man, like, if you sit here and say I got 58 bodies, who you think 59 men's gonna make you special? Like, no, you had fucking 58 tries to find that special nigga. 59 ain't gonna do much justice for you. It's
almost like what he was talking about off camera when he was saying about, like, 40-year-old women. You should have definitely had your man by now because you have all those years to try.
This young nigga that you think you can mold ain't gonna be it.
Yeah, you trust me, you had 58
How
tries.
old is this woman? Does she disclose her age? Because that matters to me.
What, the 58 bodies?
Yes.
She was 27.
Oh my god.
What
I wish you had to see his face.
What the fuck?
Yeah, look,
I just did
27.
the math, bro. Like,
Wait, hold on.
What's
what year did she start fucking?
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
Alright, so matter of fact, what is the average age?
God damn.
Average age
27 with
losing
58 bodies?
virginity in U.S.
Like 15, 14?
16.9 years old.
Okay. So 16. So let's just
Wait,
round
that's
off.
men. 17.2 years old
So
is
that's
women.
10. That's a
10,
decade.
10 years of
That's
fucking.
5 niggas a year.
That's 5.8
That's
men.
5.8 niggas a year,
You're
bro.
fucking, that's almost 6. So you've almost fucking 6.
That's a
You're
lot.
almost fucking 6 niggas
That's
a year.
that's like every other month.
That's
a
a
new nigga.
lot.
Every year since you were 17, you had 6 niggas every year to choose from, and none of them were husband material.
Yo,
to you?
that means for 3 seasons you had a nigga, and for 1 season you was going crazy. That's the only way to rationalize that.
Matter of fact,
the
that brings
summertime was wild.
that brings in a conversation that I had with my cousin, and he was saying how 19 is a very significant age for a lot of people, because if you take the concept of leaving the house at 18 and by 19 you're in college and that's where you have experiences, right? Now what he was saying is that what a lot of women don't understand, that they're given a false sense of independence because of going to college or because of leaving the house at 18, and that they don't realize that it actually works to their detriment futuristically, because it makes it harder for them to get in long-standing relationships and actually marriage a lot of times, because they're not able to like become interdependent.
Well, in her case, she wasn't studying. She was busy fucking all her
She
classmates.
was studying sex and anatomy,
She
okay?
is.
Christ.
Maybe she knows her body.
58?
I would hope she knows her body. I wonder how many kids she got.
Like, that's nasty in general.
No,
I'm
she
not
said
even
she wanted to
specifying
start a
that to
family.
women.
I don't think
So
she
she don't
had
got no
kids.
kids?
In 10 years is nuts, bro.
No.
I don't know if I believe that, but
No, but there's girls that, not for nothing, there's plenty of girls that have had like crazy amount of abortions. Like I know
that's
one
what I'm
girl.
saying. Probably swiping.
I don't know the girl personally, but I know of one girl who is about our age and she had 12 abortions.
She got scraped more times than a ceiling
God
fan.
damn.
Jesus
Oh
Christ.
my god!
But,
how?
my
What did she get?
Lord.
Fucking? What she get? Like Christmas gift certificates to the abortion clinic? Like how does that
Ovaries
fucking
have
work?
to be shredded by now, nah? Like,
Like, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
12 abortions? What?
Yeah. There's
What the fuck? It's like
Yeah.
niggas is sticking their dick in a cemetery.
what number of abortion before you get to double digits do you decide to start working on yourself? Like,
I wanna know.
I'm just 12.
Is there a cutoff limit to like? Do you go to Planned Parenthood and like nah?
At
dog,
what
this
point
is
are
it.
they like, no, you're having this one? Like,
Yeah,
that's
like,
enough.
like go home.
nurse.
Yeah, what?
Nurse. So
That's a lot.
That's
if
a lot.
like is multiple abortions like what does it do to a woman's body?
It has to have some type of negative connotation, no?
Well, yeah, I mean, every abortion you get, you have scar tissue after. So scar tissue is eventually.
So I'm saying her ovaries
Listen-
gotta look like a UFC
listen to this.
fighter's ear, bro.
How about
that shit
this?
is
It doesn't
crazy.
affect your ovaries, it goes into your uterus. So
Oh,
the
okay.
more scar tissue
Wrong
you
body
have in
part.
your uterus, the harder.
At some point though, you gotta have one.
The harder it is to have kids.
Yeah, because the egg is gonna have a hard time implanting into scar tissue. Like, you can't implant into scar tissue.
That makes perfect sense.
How about this?
I love the fact that my business partner is a fucking nurse.
Here's-
I be asking her all the questions.
Here's a fact.
Like even one of my like I knew someone who was struggling, because that was another topic of conversation this week, pH balance and stuff with women,
Yeah.
and it was because it was centered around the topic of mustiness and stuff.
Too much
And
Henny, bro. I can taste it.
oh my
Hennessy
I
and
can
fried
taste
chicken
it.
at
I
2
should be
p.m. is
able
gonna
to
do it
taste
to
your
you.
Henny in there.
God. Oh my god.
Imagine all
You ever
the.
do that? You ever get that for a little? You like that little tang in the back of your throat? What the fuck did you eat today?
A lot of these girls' coochies got a little twang to it these days.
A little what?
Little
I'm
twang.
so glad I'm out in the streets, bro.
Well, that's what I'm saying, man. There's nothing
I
out there
don't
in the
miss
streets.
it. I don't miss it.
There's
bro.
nothing out
Now
in the
there was a
streets.
post that was going viral too, where this girl was talking about like, that for people who are complaining about mustiness, and but she killed me when she said about like the cottage cheese, and I was like, sis, like go see a OBG ASAP. But I truly believe there's a lot of people who don't go see a OBG and shit,
They don't.
because look at a homegirl who just went viral the other day. Was it yesterday? The model that had AIDS damn near died from it.
What's a model with AIDS?
You guys didn't
Shit
see
like
that
that's
post?
always scary, bro. That's
No, you
dangerous.
didn't see that. There was a like
That's
I guess she
dangerous.
was a model or whatever for many years, and she almost died from AIDS, and it's because she never got checked in 10 years.
God damn.
That's
Statistically,
wild.
though, it's the men
That's-
that don't go to the doctor.
That's why
It's the men.
Yes,
It's the men that
100%.
make girls musty when they don't have their pH balance. And for whoever said when you eat a girl, why are you eating a girl the first time you fuck her anyway?
No. It's not the first
Why
time.
they let us
Wait,
Wait,
like a
matter of
dog-
fact,
No,
there
we're
are
not
people
gonna
who
do
do
that.
that
We're
though.
not
There are
gonna
some
do that.
nasty motherfuckers
What?
who will eat a bitch's pussy like the day that he just meets her. That's
Yeah.
But she's just as nasty for letting them. You know what I'm saying?
You know what the
now
fuck
you
you
mad
got
your
going on.
kids.
No,
Now it's
you know
fucked up
what's mad
blaming me.
funny? No, you know what's not funny? I was actually watching this video that was on Instagram, and it was like, I guess it was a pool party, and homeboy was sitting on the stairs inside the pool. Shorty was like throwing her ass in his face, like, you know how like a stripper would or whatever.
He threw it, right?
Like no, like her coochie was in his face.
Oh, he had the
And-
same face.
And he literally moved her underwear and started eating her pussy. I said, I wonder if he
Gross.
thought that the chlorine of the pool, you know,
That's disgusting.
balanced
Niggas,
her
bro,
out.
niggas
That's
logic
fucking
is
dumb.
like stupid like that. We think stupidly like that. Like, oh, the chlorine must have killed it. We're good. Hey.
No, the funniest shit is I heard a story about this guy who was celibate for mad long, and then he finally had sex with a woman that he was dealing with for some time, and then long story short, he went and got her a plan B, but he took a plan B too just to make sure that it worked.
I respect that man.
Yeah.
No, I
Especially
was
both
like,
on
you
birth
gotta
control.
be for real. Just like another story that I heard that was crazy was, this couple, they were relatively like young, I would say early 20s,
Yeah.
and she was taking birth control pills, but it was making her gain weight. So the logic was, and like they went to the doctors a couple months later, and she found out she was pregnant. They were so confused because he was like, yeah, she stopped taking it, but I started taking it for her. But to think there's people out there like this.
Men are so dumb that it's innocent. Like,
Yeah,
listen to
like-
that concept, bro. Like, yo, I thought we was good.
You want to see how dumb niggas are? Tell them to go get you some tampons or pads and shit. You'll see how stupid niggas really get.
Well, actually, I
Let
haven't
me
had
sit there
issues
looking
with
at that. No, you want to know what's funny before we wrap up? We got 5 minutes left. I don't know if you've been in either to get diapers or condoms in the past like 10 years, but the stores like CVS and Walgreens, they put them right next to each other.
Crying.
The marketing writes itself.
Crying.
Yeah.
It's like, nigga, the choice is yours.
You want the condoms?
You
or
want the
diapers?
condoms or you buying the diapers, my nigga? Like,
Man, I fucking hated the diaper runs. I hated the diaper runs. But it's like, oh my god, it's like mad late in the milk runs too. Oh my god, I fucking hated it. I'm like, oh, I should have wore rubber.
He said, oh my god, he loves his kid.
I do. I love my. I wouldn't change it for the world, but waking up 3 o'clock in the morning, you gotta work the next day. It's
yo,
like, what the
I
fuck?
have a feeling my son's gonna be wild because my daughter was.
Oh yeah, congratulations.
Thank you.
You're having a boy.
Yeah, my daughter was none of that. My daughter was super calm, slept
Mine
through
too.
the night.
My daughter was a
didn't
great
run through
baby.
A million diapers. Like, my daughter was a godsend, bro. My girl gave birth in 15 minutes.
Nice.
From water break to push out, it was a 15-minute. I called
wish.
my mom,
My daughter,
and she didn't even have enough time to turn around on the highway. My son's gonna give me hell.
yeah, my daughter, she was a great baby. Annoying toddler, but she was a great baby.
My daughter's annoying now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But
And
she's
now gonna
annoying
be-
now because she's me, and I
Yeah.
can see it.
Oh
And
yeah.
I'm like, oh, I gotta raise
I
myself.
see the pettiness.
Yeah,
I see the pettiness.
I'm like,
I
gotta,
see it.
yo, she be doing some shit, and I'm like, yo, touche, my nigga. Like,
I see the-
Hey, touche, bro. Like,
I see the pettiness. Even sometimes I bring her around my friends and said they was like, "Pfft, she got an attitude like her father.
mm-hmm.
I see that. I see it, and I'm like, damn, I'm in for it.
I'm just still thinking, cause I'm still not over this concept of men and women. Yo, this shit is hilarious.
If niggas continue to go into it, it'll go off. Because there's always just something to look at and just.
I mean, for me, mostly, like I said, like the biggest thing is that like men. So like I truly believe that men really do want to be in relationships and stuff,
Absolutely.
but then at the same token, like a lot of men will will pass up on really great women.
That too. I'm pretty sure I have.
I mean,
I don't
it's the
really
same
know.
way.
And on top of that too, like
it's the same vice versa.
even the whole concept of the friendship, like I thought men and women can be friends. Or is it
You
that
know why
men?
men and women can't be friends?
Why?
I'll tell you why. Because oftentimes the person that was supposed to be for you is in your friend zone.
No, I know, but what I'm saying is,
So,
is that
do you really have a friend?
Well, and
or a
that's-
nigga you're ignoring?
true.
Like,
Yeah.
you get what I'm saying? Like,
Like, you know what I'm saying? How many times have you been with a friend, you've had a male friend, and you just, like, you connect with them at all levels, and, like, you just, there's just nothing there as far as, like, a relationship, but you just connect in every single way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Almost like a soulmate, but they say that soulmates can be platonic friends.
Because what if you do find somebody and you end up really being with them? What happens with that friend? I know how men are. We're not really big fans of your girl having male friends. We're not big fans of that shit.
I'm your friend.
That's what I said. We're not big fans. A lot of men are not big fans of that shit.
2 minimum.
All right. We're going to wrap it up for this week. I got a lot of thinking to do with the process and all this.
And wash your ass.
Please.
Message of the day: wash your ass.
Wash your ass.
Like, please. And also, too,
pH
nah,
matters,
because not for
fellas,
nothing,
drink
some
your
girls
alkaline
think,
water.
no, hold on. There's a lot of girls that be out here that have, like, the tubs full of all different products, and that's not the answer.
Yeah, Summer's Eve isn't the answer.
That's not the answer.
No, Eve Summer. That's why you're all fucked up.
Yeah, you got the Walgreens brand. Like, nah.
Try it out. Since you already had it.
Like, share, subscribe. Sorry, my clients are just, like, really, like, booming right now. Like, share, subscribe. Pass this over to your friends. Let's get the conversation started. Let us know what you think in the comments. And follow us on Instagram at Slayer Perspective.